This video is to help you with number 2 on CR Helper number 21. The problem says Colette washed 20 dishes in 8 minutes. At that rate, how long would it take her to wash 25 dishes? There's several ways to go about this problem. I think I'll show it using your caret method and possibly using a double number line. You could also use a tape diagram. There's several ways to go about this problem. So let's start by using our caret method. We're comparing dishes to minutes. We know we can wash 20 dishes in 8 minutes. We need to wash 25 dishes and are wondering how many minutes that will take. So we go from dishes to dishes. We have to figure out 20 times what number gives us 25. Well, in order to do that, we could divide, and we could take 25, divide it by 20. 20 goes into 25 one whole time, so I put that 1 right above the 5. I'll put a decimal point after my 25. 1 times 20 is 20. Subtracting off 25 minus 20, we have 5 left over. If I bring up that decimal point, I include a 0 after the decimal point. Then I drag that 0 down. 20 goes into 50. 20 times 2 is 40. So we'll put a 2 up here. 2 times 20 is 40. Subtract off. We still have 10. We can include another 0 without changing that value. Drag down that 0. 20 goes into 100 5 times. 5 times 20 is 100. Okay. We now know that 20 times 1 and 25 hundredths gets us to 25. So we'll times 1.25. Therefore, with my minutes, I also need to multiply 8 by 1.25. I'm going to long multiply off to the side. 1.25 times 8. I like to estimate, so I say, okay, 1 and 25 hundredths, that's pretty close to 1. 8 times 1 is 8. So I know my answer is going to be somewhere around 8, a little bit more than 8, but somewhere around 8. In case I get confused about where to put my decimal point. 8 times 5 is 40, put down a 0, carry a 4. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 more is 20, put down a 0, carry a 2. 8 times 1 is 8, and 2 more is 10. And I know my final answer has to be around 8. My final answer is actually 10. And again, you can see that by moving that decimal point over 2 places. So it must take 10 minutes to wash 20. Another method we could use is a double number line. So if I create a beautiful double number line, this would represent 0. Top one could represent dishes. The bottom number line could represent minutes. This would be 0. Over here, after, you could do 20 dishes in 8 minutes. Then I could take that 20, if I wanted to, I could divide by 2, and then I'd know right here, divide 20 by 2, that means 10 dishes can be done in 8 divided by 2, 4 minutes. Like, okay, I could choose to take 20 and divide by 4. So 20 divided by 4, 20 divided by 4 is 5 dishes. 8 divided by 4 in 2 minutes. So I know 5 dishes every 2 minutes. 5 dishes every 2 minutes. So now I know this must be 5, 10. Right here we must be able to put in a 15. 5 dishes every 2 minutes. 2, 4, that's 6, 8. Because I knew I wanted to get to 25 dishes. This is I was trying to think of a number that I could make sure with dishes, if I went by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, I knew I wanted to get to 25 dishes. So then I had to make my numbers, my minutes work out at the bottom. So I just tried to play around till I could get where I knew I could go up by 5s nicely to get to 25. That's how I think about my double number lines. I know there's lots of ways to go about it. So now that I know my dishes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and my minutes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I know that 25 dishes in 10 minutes with the double number line. You could also use a tape diagram, lots of ways to go about this problem. I hope that helped.